What does it mean to proof sourdough? Have you ever wondered what happens to sourdough before it becomes that delicious loaf you love? Let's talk about proofing sourdough and why it matters. Proofing is the final fermentation stage of your dough after you have shaped it, but before it goes into the oven. This is when the magic happens. During proofing, the natural yeast and bacteria in your sourdough starter work their wonders. They produce gases, mainly carbon dioxide, which gets trapped in the gluten network of the dough. This process causes the dough to rise and creates that light, airy texture we all enjoy in sourdough bread. So, what does proofing look like in practice? After shaping your dough, you will place it in a warm environment. The time it takes to proof can vary quite a bit. It can range from 1 hour to overnight, depending on the temperature and the composition of your dough. If you are in a warm spot, around 75 degrees Fahrenheit, you might only need 2 to 4 hours. However, if you choose to proof in a refrigerator at about 39 degrees Fahrenheit, it could take 10 to 16 hours or even longer. Understanding proofing is especially important for those living off-grid or focusing on self-sufficiency. Sourdough relies on wild yeast and bacteria, so managing the proofing conditions is key. You will want to pay attention to temperature, time, and the hydration of your dough. In cooler environments, you can take advantage of longer proofing times to develop more flavor without needing constant heat sources. This is a big plus when resources like fuel or electricity are limited. There are a few key points to keep in mind about proofing. First, it is the dough's final rise after shaping, where fermentation produces gas to lighten the bread. Second, temperature control is essential. Warmer temperatures speed up the process, while cooler temperatures slow it down. Be careful, though. Overproofing can cause your dough to collapse, leading to dense bread. On the flip side, underproofing can result in heavy bread with less flavor. Using non-chlorinated water and maintaining a healthy sourdough starter are also important for good fermentation. You can proof your dough in simple setups like covered bowls, baskets, or cloth-lined containers. Just find a warm spot or a cool storage area that works for you. A handy tip is the poke test. Gently press the dough, and if it leaves an indentation that slowly springs back, you are ready to bake. In off-grid living, proofing sourdough is a natural and low-tech way to leaven bread without commercial yeast or electricity. Mastering this skill allows you to make reliable sourdough bread with minimal ingredients like flour, water, salt, and starter. This aligns perfectly with self-sufficiency goals, enabling you to produce fresh, nutritious bread using basic, storable supplies and natural fermentation processes. So, the next time you bake sourdough, remember the importance of proofing and enjoy the delightful results.